Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the monthly reading for all of the signs for the month of September 2021. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck for the spread, and we'll be pulling an oracle card from the Soul's Journey deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to get a private reading from me. If you're interested, all the info can be found in the description box below the video. For those of you who have been with me for a while, just know that I appreciate each and every one of you. For new viewers, I hope that you enjoy the reading, and if you do, please feel free to give it a like and share and hopefully subscribe. So I will stop for now, and we'll see each of the signs in a second for the video. Hi Gemini, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. So what does Gemini need to know? What are the messages for Gemini for the month of September 2021? Messages for Gemini for the month of September. And the Two of Swords come out, so we will leave that one there. Okay, and that one flipped over. I'll take that one too. Messages for Gemini. And one last shuffle. Divide the deck. Okay, here we go. So the Two of Swords came out, crossed by the Seven of Wands. In the deep past, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Recent past, the Seven of Cups. So two sevens. Crowning you, you have the Four of Pentacles. Near future, Page of Cups. You show up as the Ace of Pentacles. The Sun in your environment, or how others are viewing you. Page of Wands, hopes and fears. Major Arcana number 20, Judgment as your outbound energy. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the month, you have the Hermit. This is Major Arcana number 9. Underneath that, if we just go down the next two cards, we have the Hangman and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, you have a page, you actually have 2 pages in the spread. If we take this one as well, 3 pages. So there's news coming in this month. But there could be, you know, a significant focus on kind of the spiritual or your spiritual side. So going off, you can see that the Hermit here, the Hermit is a very spiritual figure, goes off into the mountains to sort of contemplate things, to think on life, to try to gain some spiritual knowledge or guidance, right? It's being guided by this light, this inner light. So that's sort of at the center of your month, right? This very spiritual approach to things. But you have, you know, just looking big picture at the spread, you do have news coming in, you know, with the 3 pages there. You have news, you have the Ace of Pentacles, new job offer, could be a lump sum of money as well. The Ace of Pentacles sometimes shows up when, you know, you win, say, a lottery ticket, you win money off of that, or just a lump sum coming in. Can be an inheritance, but can also just be, you know, a new job offer, a new opportunity, could be a new home. Yeah, let's go through all of the cards, and then we'll pull an oracle card, and I'll kind of wrap it all up. But at the center, the Two of Swords is a card of needing to make a decision about a situation, and for whatever reason, right, feeling as though you do not have all of the information that you need to make that decision, feeling incapable, unwilling, unable to make that decision. And she's in a very defensive pose here. She has the swords crossing her chest, right? The 2 swords of truth. And she's also blindfolded. But and it does represent like stagnant energy. So, some type of stalemate, needing to make a decision, not being able to. But she could just take the blindfold off and uncross the swords and see things for how they really are. So there's a decision here that for whatever reason, you're not able to make, or you don't have all the information that you need. And that could be tied into the Hermit there, this needing to go within, especially with the Hangman beneath it, because the Hangman has that light also surrounding his head there. You can see that he needs to gain a new perspective. So there's something to do with needing to see things or gain a new perspective. Could come from spending time out, the time by yourself, to sort of reflect. The Hangman can also represent a delay. So there could be some type of delay while, and you're waiting, or you're sort of mulling things over. And this cross to what can help or hinder is the Seven of Wands, which, this is a defensive energy. So this could be going up against other people. This can be needing to defend your point of view, or defend, your actions in a situation. But ultimately, he comes out victorious. He comes out on top here because, look, even though he's outnumbered, right? We have the 6 wands facing him. He ultimately has the higher vantage point. He has the shield there to defend himself. He has the dragon. So he's in a, positioned in a better spot to sort of defeat everybody around him. So it's like, even though you might feel as though you don't have this information, you're incapable of doing something or making a decision about something, you do actually have this, upper hand in that situation, even though, you might not see that at the beginning of the month. I think as you move through the month, that will become clearer, and you will be able to, to sort of have the information that you need to feel confident making that decision. Deep past the Nine of Pentacles, this is the, sometimes it's like the self-reliant, self-sufficient bachelor or bachelorette card, because you can see that she's in this garden, she's by herself, she has all of these pentacles, everything is very lush and green, has all of the animals there. So it's a card that generally speaks of you've worked long and hard for something, for the life that you have created for yourself. And it's nearly the 10. Tens in the tarot are like endings of a cycle, and then they bring in the new beginning, and you have that with this Ace of Pentacles here coming in your position. But it sits, immediately sort of above it, this Four of Pentacles it's a card of the miser. It's like worrying, it's trying to hold on to what you have, being concerned that you'll lose that, by somebody either taking it from you, or you'll end up losing what you've worked so hard to achieve and to have in your life. But with the Four of Pentacles, there's always this cautionary message of, not needing to hold on so tightly. Money, it's like energy. It needs to come in. You need to work hard, earn money. But you also need to allow it to flow out. So, you need to use it to buy the necessary things in life, try to put some aside, right? So you have some money saved up. But when you try to hold on to it that tightly, it makes that money energy stagnant. And we had the stagnant energy of the Two of Swords at the center. So there's this need for you there could be a concern about your finances, but a need for you to allow things to flow, right? That's what's going to sort of open you up to the new opportunities that are coming in. Or they could be like a second chance opportunity. We'll get to that in a second with the Judgment card. The Seven of Cups shows up in the recent past. It generally speaks of needing to make a decision or to focus your energies on one of the cups. You can see on the card that there are, the 7 cups, each cup representing something that, is very appealing, that you are interested in, that would bring you joy or enjoyment or pleasure. But until she actually focuses on one of the cups, everything's just very much up in the air. It's like a card of daydreaming. So there's a need to focus your energies. It's a very scattered type of energy, is the Seven of Cups. So you could have been, you know, if this is more on the job front, this could have been you looking for a job. You know, you're on the job boards, checking out all the different jobs that are on there, thinking that that one might be right for you or that one might be right for you, but not actually, you know, focusing all of your energies on the one job. If this is more to do with relationships, you could be, you know, sort of looking at your options here. That could be on like dating sites. You could be dating different people. And so there's a need to kind of focus your energies on one person, one thing, situation, because it sits right across from this page. And, you know, the page is just, you see how she's just focused on that one particular cup. And the pages, you know, in the tarot, they bring in news about something. So, and she sits across from the Seven of Cups. So there's news coming in, and this could be news of, to do with a new relationship, but it could also be to do with, you know, a new job that brings you great joy, is very fulfilling, makes you feel very happy. Page of Cups can also be news of a pregnancy, news of a birth of a child, just a new, you know, that new beginnings of a relationship. You could be dealing with a water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have the earth energy here. We have fire energy. We actually have all of the signs showing up here in your reading. So it's kind of like a, you know, a balanced energy here of, we have two cups, two pentacles, three pentacles, two wands, one sword. So more weighted towards pentacles in the spread here. And, you know, this news could definitely be to do with a new home, like I was saying, a new job offer, lump sum of money. And in your environment, there is another reference to children, family, right? She's holding the child there. And the Sun card is like the most positive card in the entire deck. And it speaks of good health, vitality. If you've been waiting for an answer, it's a big yes. And the aces are also yeses, right? So it's blessings from the universe. It's a yes card. The sun just comes in to really shine and radiate its light down on this, whatever this new opportunity is, this new job, new home. Yeah, there's, you know, definitely if you've been between, you know, in two minds about two different jobs, you're being guided to, you know, go with the one that is going to bring you that greater financial stability here, right? With this Ace of Pentacles showing up. And then we have more news with the Page of Wands. And this Page of Wands is very creative energy. Again, could have to do with the job offer. Could also be a new project, a new business venture. And this particular page is very good at thinking outside of the box, very creative. Could be a younger fire sign, could be a child. We have the child there as well. But, you know, this is your hopes and fears. So it's like you're hoping for this news of this exciting opportunity to come in for you. And I feel like you have been waiting. There could be a delay, but it is coming in. And it could have to do with, you know, something from the past with the Judgment card showing up. The Judgment is like a second chance at something. You might have applied for this position before. It might be going back to working where you used to work or doing a job that you used to do. But you're being called to to go back. I mean, that's the calling. The Judgment is like that. Again, it's a decision. The Judgment can be like that judgment call, head or heart decision, but it's a rebirth or renewal. Can be getting back with somebody from the past, so going back to a previous relationship, possibly with the Judgment card showing up. But, you know, again, it's more, I feel like it's more weighted towards your career, money. It's more weighted towards that than relationship, it looks like. Let's go ahead and pull you one additional message. So one oracle card for Gemini. What else does Gemini need to know? What are the messages for Gemini for the month of September? Message for Gemini. Okay, that one felt like it wanted to come out. You have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And it's interesting because the colors on here are very similar to the colors on the Sun card, right? And you have the beautiful flowers, and yellows and oranges. Let me read you just the first part of the guidebook here. Denial says, time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. Buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause disease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. So there could be something that, you're being asked to, to kind of face. To acknowledge your fear, right? That could be this Two of Swords. There's a fear or, feeling, thinking that you are incapable of making that decision. But replace it with the insight of awareness, which is, the Hermit. That's your major arcana overall message for the month. So you're being guided to, go within, trust in whatever messages, come through that way. Trust if there is a delay, just know that there's a reason for that delay, right? And it's not that things won't happen. It's just there's, there could be a slight delay in something happening, but it's, it's a very beautiful reading. I mean, definitely new things coming in for you here, but there's a need to make a decision, and could have to do with, this insight, awareness, and releasing fear. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of September. Bye for now.